What's up, YouTube? Eldridge Bell back here with another edition of Let It Rip Sports Show. And it's been a while since I've done a video because football season has come to a conclusion. Broncos won, we all know that. And now I'm going to be slightly transitioning into NHL and NBA basketball. And today we had a huge matchup between the OKC Thunder and the Golden State Warriors. It was a great game, went into overtime. Honestly, there are some games, here's my personal opinion on the regular season when it comes to basketball. I really don't care about basketball until after the All-Star break when teams actually start caring about, okay, hey, look, we got to tighten up because it's playoff time now because we got to get into the playoffs. But there are some games that just feel like playoff. They just feel like a playoff game, game 4, game 5. It has that feel to it. And this game between the Thunder and the Warriors had that feel to it. So, here, everybody is saying that OKC presents a huge problem for the Warriors in a playoff series. And I totally disagree. And I'm in the minority. I've talked to several of my friends, and I say, look, if the OKC Thunder actually find themselves against the Golden State Warriors, it's going to be not an easy victory, but a victory for the Warriors. And here's why. They're basically a two-man team. You got Westbrook, can't deny his talent, one of the best top 5 players in the league. You got Kevin Durant, one of the best players in the league, great scorer, and that's it. You got Serge Ibaka sometimes who shows up with his 10 to 15 points. Today he had a monster game with, I believe, over 20 rebounds or 20-plus rebounds. But that's it. If you look at their offense, it's not a well-oiled machine. It's just two guys breaking down a defense or Kevin Durant just being stupid like he was today where he hit a bunch of shots. And if you look at how this game was played, they were up by 14 points. They were up by as many as 14 points. They had all the momentum for the most of the game. And then when things got tight, you saw guys show up. You saw Klay Thompson show up. You saw Stephen Curry come back from his ankle injury. You had Harrison Barnes hit big shots. You had Draymond Green get timely buckets and get timely rebounds. And you had Andre Iguodala get huge two clutch free throws to send the game into overtime. And here's what it comes down to. In playoffs, when you have to match up with players, you have film, you have defensive matchups. Depth beats 2 players any time of the week. Anytime. That's just how it is. And where I think a lot of people get confused is that, oh, Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, they made the first game that they played against the Warriors very tight. So all of a sudden, we're like, oh my God, this is going to be a huge matchup in the playoffs. No, it's not going to be a huge matchup. Kevin Durant, I will admit, and Westbrook are good enough to get you 1 or 2 games in a playoff series. But you're in the regular season, two guys can make a game very competitive for 1 game. But once you have film and once you study tendencies and the only team you have to focus on is one team, that's a huge difference. And that's why I think the Warriors would beat the Thunder in a 7-game series. Fairly easy. Not really. It won't be a walkthrough, but it would be easy. Now, let's get back to this game. Hell of a game. Westbrook was magnificent. Kevin Durant was magnificent. Curry, he's going to be eating curry chicken at ESPN probably tomorrow because he put on the show. 12 3-pointers, that one at the end of the game and at the end of the game in overtime. Stupid, just stupid. And here's where I disagree with Oscar Robertson. Oh yeah, we would just step up on a guy because people don't play defense like they did back when he was playing or in other generations before the 2000s. But Oscar Robertson, in his critique of Stephen Curry, forgot one thing. He forgot the rules of hood ball. If a guy hits a 3-pointer from 10 feet out behind the arc, guess what? If you step up, you get blown by. That's what happens when you step on somebody. So you have to play smart. You can't just sit there and say, oh, I'm going to guard you 10 to 15 feet behind the arc. No, that doesn't make sense because people can just blow by you. And Stephen Curry is smart enough of a player to say, oh, you're going to come out this far? I'll go by you. And all of a sudden, he'll find an open man or he'll get a layup. Stephen Curry has done that to several people because they close out on him even when he's right by the 3-point line. So, with that said, I feel like Oscar Robertson was kind of wrong in his analysis of Stephen Curry, but let's not get on that tangent. Anyway, the Golden State Warriors showed resolve. They showed tenacity. They showed the heart of a champion because they are the reigning champions, and everybody stepped up. Andre Iguodala, Klay Thompson, even Virgil at early points in the game. You had Harrison Barnes show up. Draymond Green was huge as always, even though it didn't show up in the point factor. But in terms of the rebounds and assists, clutch. Stephen Curry, my God, that man is putting on a show of the highest order when it comes to shooting and dribbling. It's just stupid. But the OKC Thunder, I just hope I feel like I hope it's not fool's gold for their players because they feel like they had every game that they played seems to be very close with the Golden State Warriors. And as I said earlier in the video, I feel like it's fool's gold because it's one game. It's the Warriors won a road trip, and I believe it's the end of the road trip. You can be great for one night, but can your team Can your whole team for the OKC Thunder, can they put up points? Because if you look at the offense for the Thunder, it is atrocious. It's two guys breaking down the defense. That's it. If you look at the Warriors contrastly, how many open buckets do they get? Because they're a well-oiled machine. They get backdoor passes. Everybody's moving. If you look at the OKC's Oklahoma City Thunder, they're just looking at Westbrook breaking down our defense using his insane athleticism, or you see Kevin Durant just being stupid off of a screen, or him just shooting the lights out of the basketball. You can't beat a full team like that. You can make that competitive in the regular season where guys have to worry about, oh, we got to play on Tuesday, or we got to play 2 days, or we got to back-to-back. But in the 7-game series, that doesn't work, and that's why I feel, again, reiterating that if they ever met Oklahoma, it wouldn't be a good series. I don't think so. That's just me. Tell me what you guys think. It was a great game. And one other point to prove my theory about how it wouldn't be a good matchup in the playoffs. Look how their offense bogged down when Kevin Durant went out of the game, when he fouled out in overtime. You saw how Westbrook had to break down the defense, and he made a great play. Excuse me. He made a couple of great plays in overtime, but it's just basically one guy. You go from two guys to one guy, and he made a great play to Andre Robertson. Excuse me. But how many times is it going to happen in a playoff series where guys are going to be studying film and studying your tendencies? OKC is a great team, but they're a great two-man team. You can't beat a team of, 12 guys with just 2 players. Those 2 players are probably the best, one of the top 5 players in the league, or 2 of the top 5 players in the league. But at the same time, they're just 2 guys. And they're good enough to get you maybe 1 or 2 games. But not a series. I'm sorry. And congratulations to all those Warriors fans, because I'm a Lakers fan. And for most of my life, the Warriors have sucked, and I'm happy for you guys that you actually have a team that's actually legitimate and relevant, and actually one of the best team in the league. So, congratulations to all you Warriors fans. That's my take. Tell me what you think about my analysis of the game, and tell me what you think about if a hypothetical playoff matchup between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Golden State Warriors. Do you think I'm off base by thinking that the Warriors will win the game handedly, or do you think that it will be a competitive series? Let me know. Leave comments. I'm happy to debate this topic till I turn blue. Let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave comments, enter suggestions, and until next time, keep watching sports, ladies and gentlemen. Love you guys.